funny, mate. Interesting. That's a different grab? Interesting. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Quick, can you type that again? I want to make sure the chat's coming through. Interesting. Okay, cool. It is. So depending if I hold... Okay. Oh. Wait, with the rose. Thank you, Koi. That's interesting. So... Well, how about... Because I know from charge stab, we could probably do it. Okay, so we can do it from charge stab and from combo in. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder. Okay, so what if like I dual wield? How about dual wield? So it works the same? It doesn't change. It seems like it's still just a regular stab. Okay. Interesting. Bro, never sleep? I'm on that grind, bro. I sleep at night. Okay. What's... Oh. That's just a... Okay, so that's the same as shield. So dual wielding heavy attacks is the same as shield. But how about... Interesting. I ain't hating. Is that every time I hop on, you on? No, not good. Okay, what game is this? This is Crimson Desert. Okay. How about... Interesting. Wait. So does this? Okay, so that works with that. Okay. It's just different. So that just puts him on the ground. Interesting. So, huh? But what would I reposition, though, is my question. Oh. You know, sometimes that would happen. You know? Interesting. Okay, so that's still the same with a two-handed. I wonder if it's still the same with interesting. Okay, so oh, I can grab right after that? Okay, that's fire. That's fire. That's heat. Where is this? It's by your camp. May I ask where this is? The combat practice dummy? It's by your camp. Uh, this way. See the camp? A little bit to the left over here. Interesting. Oh, that's different from below now. But why? Oh, okay. So I don't need. It's just like a pressing forward. If you press forward and A and X, you perform. But why is it different though? So you have to have momentum in order for that to work like that. But if you want to have the Lariat one, that's standing still. Okay, so it's not unless if I have shield, if I'm guarding. Okay, so neutral grab, Lariat. Forward grab, kick in the face. Interesting. Okay. I'm assuming. Love the combat learning is crazy. Dude, there's so much stuff in this. Okay, so. I just did something that I was just like, wait a minute, I'm a little shocked. So. Okay. That's to bring him up though. So I can choose the type of grab. So after that push from the stab, let's just say if I stab. Oh, okay, I can keep lunging forward. I did not know that either. Let's go over there. All right. Interesting. That's fire. That's fire. Bro, that's insane. Okay, so okay. All right. Come here. All right, so what if so I have three options from the stab. The light stab, yeah. So light stab. So the way you do is, you know how in this game you're not supposed to stab. I mean, not this one stab. You're not supposed to smash. Don't smash. You hold your right bumper, and then after 2 or 3 hits, depending on the character. Where am I on the map? Bottom left of your camp. Slowly to the left. So it's behind the farm. Just think about that this way. You're able to actually locate it behind the farm. So that's one to push forward. The other one is chapter 3. You may not have access to it. You need to upgrade your camp. Yo, that is crazy. So I can do the push forward. Oh, let me go over there. All right, let me. This is my favorite so far. No, don't push. God damn it. All right, hold on. Let's turn around. Can you see that? Hell yeah. Hold light. So yeah. So don't mash the right bumper. Just hold your light attack to auto attack like this. Now, you actually have a window to do a charge attack after a light. And I'm talking about not the charge attack, but a special attack after the light. So for example, hold on. I just got the 4th camp upgrade, so do I recruit workers through the world? I don't know. I think you need more than that. Okay, so... Alright. Let's just say light attacks, right? That's by just holding your right bumper, R1. You can expand it by using a special ability, like, for example, R1X, R1Y, and R1B. They all do something. So you can combo a light attack by holding it and then tapping the B button, the Y button, or the X button, which would be triangle, circle, or X. Or cross, I don't know, Sony, whatever. So for example, let's just say if I do a 1 light attack into a stab, which is Y or triangle. But while holding your R1, you never let go throughout the whole process. Don't let go of R1. Your light attacks combo into those abilities. That was X. And that's just after 1 light attack. You're able to follow up right afterwards if you wanted to. But that's depending on the stab. You're able to continue to loop that. So that's because I let 2 attacks to go through. The first 2 attacks with the rapier are quite fast. So let's just say... Hold on. I can do that from just 1 light attack. What's really cool about this stab, though, I'm following all this. I'm like 80 hours in. Love just reinforcing. Combat is nuts. Yes, dude. This game is top tier. $70? More like a $100 game. This is Pearl Abyss, and if I'm not incorrect, Pearl Abyss is known for their combat in Black Desert. So I figured there was gonna be some dope stuff. So let's just say if I were to hold my stab, both R1 and triangle. Let's just say that. I feel like a lot of people are using a PS5 controller. For the most part, people are using a PS5 controller. So let's just say I go light into hold stab. You guys know the stab. This. Using an Xbox on PC. Oh, okay, same. So you know what? I'm gonna use what I'm using. Whatever. Y and right bumper. This move, when fully charged, if you let go of the Y and only keep pressing your light attack, your R1, you get a launcher, which you can follow up with a grab. You see what I'm saying? So see how we combo into other stuff? So let's just say I go light. But this is just one move on its own. This is a stab on its own. But normally when I go into this, I can go directly into that. But let's just say you want to go ahead and start doing damage immediately with just a light attack. Oh man, or into a grab, or Man, this game is just insane. I'm loving this game. I was playing the first half of the day while at work. Ooh, boy, it's not working. That boy procrastinating. So, and it goes the same for the heavy attacks. This one, you can actually combo into. Wait, you know what? I wonder if that's hilarious. Okay, so check. Let me see. Kiburma. I'm learning that the controller has easier combos than KBM. People are talking down on the controller and they have no idea how much easier it is to use a controller on this game. The controls haven't clicked because you haven't played enough, you haven't tested enough. And unfortunately, the game doesn't immediately tell you that once you upgrade your camp, you have a training dummy to practice on. Triangle heavy just doesn't even work on mouse and keyboard. Really? Like keyboard and mouse, what made me switch was shift, making my horse run. That sounds like a not a good time. All right, let me try the heavy attack. So that's cool. Okay. That's what happens if I keep holding light after I let go of Y. It literally tells you on Steam to use a controller. Mm-hmm. You can combo. You can almost combo anything after a light attack or after a few into a grab. Wait a minute. Does it always turn him around? Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. I'm bricked. I am bricked right now. You can combo almost into anything, bro, if you wanted to. And then if you wanted to, bro. Let's reset. Okay. You can combo this. I did something with the with this. I'm trying to replicate. Okay, hold on. That's if I do forward. Oh, lock on. No, I'm not trying to do that. Come on, man. All right, so light, maybe. I did something else. Okay. Okay, so I should not be holding forward though. Hell yes. All right, it literally tells you, okay, so when do I get to use her? Chapter 3. Loki thought bro was fighting Spider-Man for a second. I was like, huh? Yeah, I'm playing the new update for Crimson Desert where you roleplay as Spider-Man. It's crazy how long I've been in this game. I'm in chapter 8, never seen this dummy. Because it doesn't tell you that you get a dummy. Wait, what? Yeah, there's more characters. How you get the dummy? I think you gotta upgrade your camp to level 3. Okay. Wait, why am I doing it again? I don't have enough stamina. Yo, B, thank you for the follow. Yeah, she's great. Oh, you gotta be quick with it. Okay, okay. You can't delay it. Okay, that should have been... Can I do it from here? Oh, because I held it. Okay, never mind. Bottom left of the camp. Yeah, past the farm. Okay, so for those who are currently watching, I want to know where to get this. Where to get here. I mean, how to get here. See the farm, right? You're coming from the camp into your farm. It's literally just past the farm. Not this farm, by the way. Not the plants. No. Talking about this over here. You know, where you store the animals and whatnot. It's past that. What was that spinning air duplex? So apparently you can get to it from a charged unarmed attack. So for example, if we do it fully charged unarmed. Wait, no, hold on. Not this. You have to hold A and X. What's team I'm playing on? I'm playing on PC. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. The other way that you can get to it is by comboing into it. So let's just say if you don't, there are a lot of moves that you can combo into that only become available after a charged special attack. But what I've noticed is that if you combo from a light attack, switching from, let's just say from a light into a special attack, into another special, you're able to perform certain moves that are only available, that normally are only available if you just specifically charge that special attack. So for example, the charge stab, you can do this from the charge stab, but normal charge stab, you can't do it. You can do it from normal stab. Normal stab doesn't get you that uppercut. Just regular light attacks, right? But let's just say like, okay, I don't want to charge my stab to get the uppercut. So what you do is you first do a light attack into a tap of a stab, and keep holding R1 as if you were doing auto attacks, and then it will act as if it was a full charge stab like this. Hold on. And that only works if you press, after the uppercut, you have to press grab. And you know that we have two grabs. We have the A and X, or like the X and square. That's one. Let's just say grab one. Grab one is these two. The first two right here. And grab two are the upper one. So grab one and grab two. Let me just say that for the sake of it, just explaining it. Where's the training spot? Past the farm. Bottom left of the camp. Great explanation, thank you. Sprint and melee. Let's see. Yo, check this out. Hold on, I just discovered something. After you sprint and melee, you can go up in the air as if you were doing a high jump. And then from there, we can do aerial stab, I think. What the fuck? Bro, what? Shit, God, yeah. Bro, that's insane. I know Cliff can do stuff too. I seen Cliff do an uppercut, but I haven't tested him out. Bro, yo, this is great. Okay, hold on. Bottom left of your camp. So for example, you see the camp right here? This is your camp. This bottom left, a little bit lower. Past the farm. The animal farm. Yo, that's insane, bro. Okay. Yeah, for the most part, okay, so that's what people are complaining about is that for the most part in the game, you spam R1, R2, and you're able to do a lot of the content. And people are saying that the game has repetitive combat, but I say this from day one. It is only as repetitive as you want it to be, because the game gives you that player expression of just essentially having your own combos and playing how you want. Can you zoom out a little? Your camp. You don't have a camp? It's the camp in Hernan. Yo, Niklaus, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Yeah, no worries. All right, so let's just say that was from a charged unarmed. That's cool. That's cool. All right, so how about okay, bet. What else do we have? Okay, you can loop that. How about interesting. Hey, how hard was the guy you got that sword from? Very hard. My recommendation is learn keen sense in your skill tree. Okay. Toss him around a bit. Oh, that's big heat. That's big heat. And I think it's because I don't have her what's her element for that drop kick? I don't have drop kick? What the hell? Elemental meteor kick. Yeah, meteor kick. I have the meteor kick. I'm pretty sure I have meteor kick. Why can't I learn it though? I spent almost 70 hours in this game and my main story bugged out. Now I got to start over. It sucks. Really? By the way, Gino, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Can you try to do the ambush R3 move after a throw? I'm having a hard time with that move. Ambush R3 move? It's an R3? Oh, wait. Wait, hold on. There's a tackle? Chicken tackle? Bro, that is hilarious. I can't. I guess I can't do it with him. That's hilarious. Because I know Cliff, maybe everybody has a tackle like that. How's the game's combat? I really like how AC and Ghost did their combat. Is it similar? Nah, I don't think so. I haven't played them, but I'm pretty sure it's not similar. But interesting. So let's just say you're a group of people, right? You get to back up. Interesting. It's pretty similar. Uh, ca- interesting. You can combo into anything. Well, how about... Okay, so it doesn't have to be from that specific combination. I see. So if you go into any... How about... Let me switch back to this. So I guess it's almost the same with this, though. Into any light and heavy. Okay. So is the if the enemy's in the air, you can just do that aerial assault. Training doll, I think you gotta upgrade your camp to level 4. Hey Serge, I got a new account, but I was in Bubble Ghost before. Oh, okay. Well, welcome back, man. So it's not a combo from what it looks like. Combat training, what that mean? We're learning. Anomaly baby, thank you so much. Thank you for the harmony. Welcome in. Hey, what's going on, man? You're trying to launch where you're failing. Okay, so there are two things that can happen from the stab. You could either let me switch back. Let's just say from a stab, which is just tapping that. Let's just say if we're doing a hold, right? Hold. And you let go, she does that. But if you keep holding R1 after holding it, that's where you do the uppercut. And you can choose what to do right after. So for example, one of the things I think it would be cool is this. Switching to a different weapon. Pretty cool. Be honest, guys. Should I buy it? I know nothing about this. I know nothing about the game. I haven't watched any game, any gameplays. Okay, this looks amazing. Just got back from work and I remastered. And I remember I gotta fight the Crimson Nightmare. I think I'll get it after beating Black Myth Wukong. You should though. By the way, Ant, just to answer your question, do you like open world sandbox RPGs? This is not an RPG, but this is very much like an open world, or very similar to Assassin's Creed to an extent, just to an extent. But you get kind of the same vibes, except you don't have to follow the main story. It's very sandboxy. I don't know what RPG is, but yes, I like open world. RPG is role playing games. Well, in that case, no worries, no worries. Don't think about RPGs. Just the open world setting. You played Elden Ring. The only similarity between Elden Ring and this game is that it's open world and has a big setting of like world building. So, if you like to get distracted by literally taking 5 steps forward, this is the game for you. Have you played Skyrim? Because it's very similar in that setting. Super good game, but it's not for everyone if you don't like a big world. Yeah. So you need the time to invest in it. How do you access this training range? You need your camp level 4. I want to know what I do after this. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, no worries, bro. So, I mean, the first 10 hours are going to feel slow, but it's because the game is slowly introducing you to new features. So, if you ever played an MMO, typically the first 5 hours of an MMO are quite boring, very boring. The MMOs really suffer from lack of proper tutorials. And I think that while they were making this game, which was supposed to be this was supposed to be an MMO, turning it into a single player experience probably has gotten them through the process of thinking like, okay, how do we turn this into a single player experience and people are able to grasp all the system that it has, all the different systems that the game offers. So during that 10-hour period, you're essentially going through the story and the game slowly giving you new features and things that you can do in it, like taming a horse. I didn't know you can tame a horse like 10 hours later. But that's because the game shows you or gave you a mission, which is part of, like, let's just say the side quest of your camp or even main quest as well, that will tell you, hey, let's go ahead and tame a horse. And you're like, oh, shit, okay, whatever. I got to tame a horse, part of the story. Or let's just say the whole farming thing. That's a quest for that, a side quest. Upgrading your camp is one. Trading stocks is one. Yeah, there's a stock system. You can invest in stocks, like, but in-game stuff. Honestly, for the first 50 hours, I was in the first town. Yeah, so for a great majority of the time, you're going to be spending a lot of time in the first area of the game, where you're going to be learning all the different systems, like, like how to craft your armor, how to refine it, and also how to invest into the gear system. So the gear system, so for those who have played Path of Exile, where your gears, like let's just say your plate armor, your gloves, or whatever, they have different slots that are open, and you can slot in gems. This game also has that, and those gems could be, let's just say, an augmentation of a certain ability. So whenever, let's just say, you do a stab, something happens in particular, and then you can stack multiple gems in for that stab. So let's just say if the stab spawns a snowball, and also spawns like a lava wave, a wave of lava, things like that. They're not going to chain together, but they will actually come out whenever you meet certain requirements in the game. So there is a lot of player expression and also things to do. There is no way that you should be getting bored, and there is a lot of puzzles as well. There's something for everyone, but it's not for everyone. And for those who don't have time, should not be investing in the game, because it's going to take time for you to learn all of these things and understand that there are many things to do in the game. And I highly recommend it for anyone that have ever played Skyrim, Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead 2, The Witcher 3, Breath of the Wild, Dragonzama 2, Devil May Cry, God of War. I'll say Elder Ring, but only because it's big open world. That's it. That's the only thing that is similar to this game. It's just a big open world. And here you don't have to worry about stats for each, like, oh, I gotta level up strength, or I gotta level up my mana, or I gotta level up. There are only like 3 stats that you gotta level up. It's your health, your stamina, and your spirit. That's 3. I was about to like just give you guys the middle finger. I just realized I couldn't do that, but I counted like that. I had to show everything. But anyways. And by the way, Mockingjay, thank you for the GGs. I appreciate that. Kingdom Come Deliverance? No. And you're not going to get a deep story from this game. Kingdom Come Deliverance is very much a simulation of being a peasant. This is not a peasant simulator. What about V Rising or Enshrouded? There are similarities to Enshrouded and V Risings. V Rising. What I would leave out from those comparisons is that in Enshrouded and V Rising, you can build a home how you want it, like literally the walls and all that stuff. In this game, you're not changing up the walls of your home. Your home is in a confined space that you can decorate your home. It's like the Chinese version of this. What? Of what? All this piques my interest. I love games like this. I mean, honestly, man, there's just so much to do, man. I have 200 hours in this, and I feel like I've only touched like 40% of this. This will easily be my next 500-hour game. I mean, maybe 600, easily, without a doubt. So, and one of the things that really just has me on a chokehold is the combat. The fact that I'm able to combo any way that I want. All these strings are personalized. Light attack into stab into spin, or let's just say stab into light unarmed or heavy unarmed into a grab. You have so much player expression, and the combat only gets stale as as much as you want it to be. So let's just say if you just want to spam your heavy attacks and spam light attacks, just like you play Elden Ring, you definitely can. You definitely can, without a doubt. But why do that when the game gives you all these options? So whenever anyone tells you that the combat gets stale, it's because they themselves are not great and creative with their movement. So for example, I'll show you guys. Sarnas, thank you for the follow. So let's just say I do a light attack into an uppercut, into a grab. Now I want to switch weapons. I can do that. Or let's just say light attack into stab, into a grab. I can do that. Or I can just switch it all up. Hold on, I did the same thing. I can do that. I can also do that. Let's just say stab, stab, reposition, finish it off. You have ways to get in, get out, and get in again if you want. So combat it on its own, RKO, I have to switch to Cliff. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and switch to Cliff. I'll show you a little bit of stuff with Cliff in a bit. So, in the midst of all of that too, switching to my heavy. Now I switched weapons. There is a fluidity. This essentially combat can be as fluid as you want. It's all about testing out. So that's just like me against one guy, you know? All right, let me read the comments here. Hold on. The wind sounds relaxing. Yeah, it's very cozy. Game can seem like slop sometimes because of the different variety of choices. The game can overwhelm you for sure. Came for gameplay, stay for the knowledge. Thank you. Cernas, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Mortal Kombat combos. I wouldn't. I don't get why people say Mortal Kombat combos. I don't get that comment. I don't understand it. Is that really not good for $80? They really gotcha. You sound like the type of person that wasn't going even going. You weren't going to pay $60 for a game anyway. So you're just clinging on the fact that the game costs $10 to $20 more anyway. So it's just like, why come here if you're not going to enjoy it? No, that's not being overwhelmed. That's a valid criticism of the game. But whose criticism? Is it yours? Have you played it? Because keep in mind, if you find doing puzzles, side questing, working on your camp, learning the combat, being distracted by the world that you're in, if you find that as boring, you're going to be bored. This is not the game for you. Don't come over here telling everybody else what they shouldn't do because you don't like it. I'm only here to talk to the people that like that stuff. There's a difference here. You're being the slop. You're complaining about the combat because you're just spamming R1 and R2. You're complaining about the puzzles because probably you don't want to do that. It's like, guys, I don't like doing this. I find this boring. Now we know more about you. Great. Next topic. Like, bro, you can get a mech suit and ride a dragon in medieval world. Yeah, this is very much a high fantasy, for sure. I agree. The ones hating haven't even bought the game. Exactly. They're just regurgitating. All they're doing is they're not even eating their, they're not even licking their fingers. They literally take what IGN says, eat it up with their fingers. They're not even using the utensils. And they get their greasy, unclean hands and come into my comments and regurgitate the same shit, just, like the same thing that they see somewhere else. It's like they don't have a mind of their own. They literally don't. They probably the same ones were like, yeah, Halo Infinite is a 10 out of 10 game, best game of all time, that we all played it. It was mid. People just piggyback off other people's opinion. Come on, bro. I love the puzzles. Hey, people are gonna love the puzzles, man. It's like, have you ever played a Zelda game? No one's complaining about Zelda puzzles. It's Zelda. It's supposed to be a game with a lot of puzzles. Like, imagine if IGN would have given Breath of the Wild. I don't care about Tears of Kingdom because I don't like the whole building part. That's just not for me. But let's just say if they would have given Breath of the Wild a 6 out of 10 because the story is the same shit from every other game, every other Zelda. I mean, they would be under fire. People would be with pitchforks and torches in front of the IGN office, ready to burn that place up because of that type of review. But no one's talking about that. Everybody want to bash this game because the story is not like God of War or Red Dead Redemption or I don't know, the Walking Dead Telltale series. People want something that the game is not selling. It's not selling you that. It's selling this the open world adventure where you just do, man. It's like none of us gave a fuck about GTA 3, either San Andreas or Vice City Story when we were playing. We were just being kids, roaming around, looking for the chainsaw, getting the cheat codes, just doing stuff and picking up, you know who. But yeah, look, I have two brain cells. They hardly communicate with each other, and I can understand this. I can separate the IGN from the games because all of this is subjective, and there are games for you, and there are games that are not for you. Simple as that. But anyways, for someone who plays FPS, I have been enjoying these open world games to pass time. That's you. I love the game, but the puzzles are horribly explained and intuitive. So you're bad at puzzles. Great. Only thing I'm not liking too much is the memory helmet. Well, everything else is Slab City. Yeah, the memory helmet can sometimes give you a piece of something that you don't really like. What am I supposed to do this with this information? So I understand one. No one cares, but you care enough to type in the comments. Who are you to call people unclean? It's someone that is unclean. It takes one to know one. Isn't this where wins meet? Nah, it's not. Halo Infinite was boring very much. But anyways. But yeah, combat. What were we talking about? Oh no, we were just talking about the combat. People come into the comments and just be like, I don't like the puzzles. I'm like, okay, bro. So, you know, Damien and Unka not having the action force focus, it can be annoying. That's even higher. I wonder what else I can do with that, though. Do you find a lot of inspired stuff exploring around? do you find a lot of inspired stuff exploring around, like walk into a crazy story or monster or item? I would say I like the. It's not like so. You know how in Skyrim there are dungeons and there's like a story behind each dungeon. There aren't dungeons in this game. They're more like side quests into learning about the world that they're in. It's not like mind-boggling or whatever. Like for example, me, whenever I play Skyrim, in my experience, the stories that you find on in the dungeons weren't really like cool to me. I mean, sure, it was fun because it's just like this open world RPG where you're just like doing whatever you want. You know, if you want to like spit fire on a citizen, you can. And I was like, oh shit, I can do that. But it's a little bit of everything, man. Witcher 3. Oh, there is a minigame, by the way, Gino. Uh, I don't do mini games like that, like the whole like car stuff. How do you lock on? You press down on your D-pad. Okay, so I can do that. How about... Um, well, I thought I could... Heavy, star stab. There we go. Okay. So I can go there into... So let's just say there's a heavy crowd. You want to get in between everybody. Stab. Keep holding R1. Just training to train, or does it help you anyway? It helps you understand combat. It really does. So for example, dude with the shield. Oh my god, how do I get through the shield? Vault. Grab if you want to. Know what I mean? How do I juggle an enemy? Attack. Uppercut. Or attack. Uppercut. Switch weapons. So holding left bumper or L1 cycles through enemies. Holding the left bumper cycles through enemies? Really? I had no idea. Really? Oh. Because that's to guard. So tapping guard cycles through enemies. I had no idea, man. I was struggling with that sometimes. But so you're talking about tapping to your left bumper while hard locked on? Interesting. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, learning how to hard lock on during a boss fight is it's key, so that the boss fight is manageable. Anyways, okay, there is this one ability that I'm trying to figure out how to do though. Oh, I have to learn it. I've been fighting without lock on, dude. You've been fine. You've been playing the game on hard mode. Yo, Gino, thank you for the heart me. Welcome in. The combat can be as complicated as you want it to be. For the most part, whenever you're doing oh, that was your first heart me gift. Thank you. Welcome in, man. I appreciate that. Why was scrolling and thought you were Frank Ocean? I cannot see that. The camera been killing me. Yeah. The only problem that I have with lock on is that once you're far away and the bosses that like to move around, you lose that hard lock on. It's kind of sucks. Thank you. Appreciate that. Where's the training ground? The training ground. So, see your camp? It's literally to the left of it. Slightly down to the left. Hey, yeah, man. Thank you for the follow, man. All right, let me see something. It's a bit weird. You beat Whitehorn? I did. I'm not too sure if I'm thinking about who you're thinking about, but okay. So there are certain moves that I'm just like, sure head. Smith and Bolt can no longer miss. Okay. It's blinding flash. Switches between evasive smite. While guarding, press A twice to charge forward and mash. And ooh, that's really. Deja vu. Been in this place before. Not in on this street. Okay. So yeah, you hold guard and you tap double tap X or A, and then you hold forward. So if we get that's to get through enemies. It seems like the group of enemies. I would say I'm at 87% throughout the game. I've been exploring the whole map, bro. I'm almost finished. Oh, just clearing out the map. Okay. How do you do the leg takedown? What do you mean the leg takedown? Like the kick on the floor? Like whenever the enemy's just on the floor? I'm thinking. I have an idea. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait, I can combo? Okay, hold on. Wait, no. I'm trying to do the uppercut, get him on the ground, and then just kick him. Oh, I can still combo into that. That's crazy. Some enemies tech roll. So if he would have tech rolled, I feel like I would have caught him with that other kick. What chapter am I on? I'm actually in chapter 10, but you can play her as chapter 3. Damn, I don't usually catch her this time. What's good? I'm now being more active around this time. I'm doing good, man. Welcome in. Leg takedown. I'm still trying to figure out which one is the leg takedown, though. Imagine doing a grab and then holding a heavy as he gets up. If you need dope armor for her later, I got you. Crouch and grapple. Oh, you talk about the taco? I can't do that on him though, on the dummy. Doesn't allow me. What I've noticed though is that the grapple, depending if you're moving forward or just standing still, has two different grapples. So for example, standing still, RKO. If you push forward and do the same grab, wait, what? Oh. I can... Hold on. Oh, that's another move that I like. So what you do is you do the vault into a grab. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, bro, I have a really important question. By the way, Changeling, thank you for the follow, man. DNF, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I'm on PC. Okay, I wish there was more to the heavy though. Are you like what do I need to press to eat? Press right on the D-pad or hold right on the D-pad. Select the food that you want to eat. Let go. And then now you have the food next to your map on the right of your map. Okay, so here's what I'm not understanding with this though. Hold on. That's the same thing. All right. Just wait. That's just to get behind it. Hold on. Can I do a light attack afterwards? Because I know this is a parry. I don't think I can combo into a... Interesting. So the one thing that I like so far about her heavy weapon moveset is that after any attack, you can go into a parry. So let's just say if you're anticipating an attack from the enemy, or let's just say or a boss, and you want to do an auto parry, you hold R1 and B. I mean right bumper and B, right? To do this. And if you get hit, while you, and of course it consumes stamina. If you get hit, you'll retaliate. So I'm thinking I could keep going aggressive into a parry. Into a parry. Into a parry. Okay. So you can just keep on swinging, really. Especially in big crowds. Oh, let me go and toss this guy over there. Come here. Go over there. I've been able to do the back hang move yet. Wait, have you been able to do the back hang move? I can get it to work. Which one's the back hang? You talk about this right here? There are two different moves though. There's this one. There's also this. I like that one a lot. The running kick into a jump is amazing. How are you eating your food? I don't know. Are you on PC or on console, bro? I have no idea what are you on about. I do like the fact that I'm able to also switch weapons. PC, then I mean I can't help you. I mean I don't know if you use a mouse and keyboard. I'm using a controller. Oh, it's on Cliff. She might not have it. You know what? Let's go ahead and switch to Cliff. I think I want to test out his unarmed. Summon him. Bro, where are we? Where the hell did I just spawn at? Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and disband her. No, what is going on? Oh god. They need to rework this whole summon people thing. There we go. I don't know either, man. I don't use mouse and keyboard. I am on PC, but I use a controller. Let's see what Cliff has to offer. Hold on, I'm still catching on, but did you just turn into a ball of light and teleport? If you summon... If you decide to swap characters, that's what happens. Large enemies? Oh, you're talking about that one. Okay, I think they all have it. You're talking about... Hold up. You're speaking about... where's the grabs? Somewhere around here. There we go. Aerial grapple. Oh, no, that's different. Backhang. Okay. Get closer while airborne. Or press YB or AX to latch onto specific target. I think that's like the grab, the only grab that you have available against heavy dudes. Okay. Like GTA 5, cool. Yeah, like GTA 5, correct. All right, let's do some Cliff stuff. My problem with Cliff though, I don't know if I have I don't have enough. I have to respec, man. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go and respec. Better as a controller or keyboard game controller? Don't listen to what people are complaining about. You'll get used to it, and you realize that it's a lot easier of use. Worth the full price? Yeah. I haven't even tested out the bow stuff, so let's do bow stuff too. Why not? We're gonna be testing out everything about Cliff. Uh, Beam on TikTok. Thank you for the follow, man. Welcome in. You know what, guys? I think I was a little rough with the For You page. Your whole opinion and what people are regurgitating online. Honestly, need to be a little bit more light. Sometimes I can get into this brutal Yannick's takes. Know what I mean? Can be a bit much on people. It's all fun and games over here, not really. I can't wait to have enough cores to max all these skills and stats. It's gonna be great, man. Just gotta keep exploring. Okay, so that's maxed out. Oh, I'm actually maxed out the whole thing over here. All right, let's do stamina because I know I just need stamina. You want to do unarmed. However, Antumbra areas have those flyers. You have to switch to a sword to deal with. Yeah, you do. Unless I think I've seen that their weaknesses are fire arrows. So I don't know. You may be able to auto lock on whenever you do a heavy, like a piercing charge shot. That's if you have the fire element unlocked, though. I got the God of Combat gloves, which are sweet. Oh, I think I've seen that. I got the Okay, so here we go. Do that. What I've noticed about Cliff, you can do a lot after 2 auto attacks. So for example, hold on. That was cool. Interesting. So he doesn't have a grab after that. It's not a fancy. So I've noticed that so far. Hold on. The sword and shield aspect, I haven't seen that much creativity from it. But I have seen some unarmed stuff online. So that's how you do it. How are you changing to the after one hit? Like that? I know, white flying uppercut. That's a stab. So there are two. Okay, so let's just say if you do a stab, you do this, right? But if you do a stab after a hit, it turns into an uppercut. If you hold, you know? Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Only after one hit. Hold on, hold on. It's somewhat of a hold afterwards. You have to be quick with it. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay. So it works the same way with Cliff. It may be universal, but you get a different move if you hold charge a special. So for example, I got this, right? Oh, not a special, a stab, right? Not charging a stab, you get this. Wait, what? You get that too? Okay, maybe with Cliff is a bit different when it comes down to that. Oh, you have to let go of Y. That's interesting. Okay, so for a stab, you have two options. You press R1 and Y. Well, by the way, since I got you here, Mod TikTok or whatever, I don't know how to say your name. BMot. I'll call you BMot. BMot, are you using an Xbox controller or a PS5? You using a PS5? Okay. So with Cliff, it seems like you could either charge or not charge your stab when you have unarmed. You're gonna press and hold R1 and triangle, right? Hold on. But you're gonna let go of triangle while you're still holding R1. So let's just say if I were to just tap it, this would happen. All right, hold on. Only this. But if you keep holding R1 but do let go triangle, You get the uppercut. Now my question is, what do we want to combo after that? How do I flip into the air after I do a kick? I think you keep holding Y afterwards and let go. Yeah. Hold on, let's see. Or I think that's a running though. Now that I think about it. Talk about this one. Hold on. Let me reset them. There we go. It's like the Matrix. I know, right? It's crazy. What if I switch weapons after that? I think I can switch weapons after that. Oh. Wait, how did you... Is Shuriken? Simple if you ever play Mortal Kombat. Why are you here? Don't you have games where you have fun? Don't people play Mortal Kombat to have fun? Are you hating? Do you not like having fun? Where's this at? This is... Where do you do this at? I definitely need to practice combat. I keep whipping out my fishing... I feel that. I feel that. And guess what? Guess what? But it's all about timing. In Mortal Kombat, do you press and hold to do something else? Because I don't know. I don't like your vibes, dude. Your vibes are... You're fucking up the vibes. Okay, so gotta be on unarmed, right? The way you do, so the uppercut, you press and hold the stab, right? But you let go of triangle or Y, whichever. But you keep holding the light attack. Because the stab is light attack and triangle at the same time, right? And that goes for the other catchers as well. They have different follow-up moves if you let go of the Y, but keep holding the light attack. If that makes sense. But for what's her face? And Damien, if you keep holding it, you get a different follow-up. You get two different follow-ups with Damien. In this one for the stab, it seems like Cliff only has one follow-up. That's just for unarmed though. I haven't noticed when it comes down to this one though. It seems like the follow-up that you get from the stab, if you keep holding R1, is to get through. Hold on. You actually go through the enemy. Real quick, what shield is that with the glow? You get it from... I forgot the name of the boss. It's a main story boss, if I'm not incorrect. So you just gotta keep playing through the... Oh, you know what? We haven't tested out the dual wielding. Oh, he has more fluidity with the dual wields. A lot more fluidity. Wrestling is the way to go. That's just fun. Oh no, it's super fun. Okay, so you can loop if you want. Interesting. Usually what I've seen so far is that after 2 light attacks or 1 light attack, if you do a stab, you can continue to follow it up with a regular light attack and then back and forth. So for example, ran out of stamina. Same goes for the spin. But I do like the fact that I can actually chain into the other ones. Gotta try on a nitro NPC to learn their moves. Okay. Hold on. Dual wield is a bit different. So 2. Okay, I see. You have to let go of Y and keep holding R1. Why doesn't it turn? Okay, the timing is very tight on this one. Okay, let's reset the time. I'll make it daytime. Man, I wish I have Anka unlocked. So apparently in chapter 10 you lose control of Anka. And I lost control of Anka. I don't have him. Kinda sucks. I wanted to actually test this stuff out. Because in combat, you don't have that room, especially when the enemies die. You don't have the room to really test out the different moves, you know? From the video, it looks like he was kicking and jumping at the same time to do a flip. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's test that out. I wanted to stay in unarmed combat because I seen a clip of it. I was like, wait a minute. You can do that? Hold on. It could be with A. Come on, go to sleep. Let's do 12 hours. All right, let's get that backflip up. That might be from a light attack into a BRB. Call it like RB, right bumper. Or R1 circle. Swifty Unknown was the guy I saw on YouTube doing it. I saw a clip. Wait, where am I going? Why am I walking? Weird. Okay. All right. Mm, um, where is that backflip? Run kick. I haven't seen that. Does it have a follow after that? Hold up. Oh. So that's some form of an uppercut, but not the same as. How does he does that backflip though? I'm starting to think that that might be a gear, cause I don't see the. I don't see it. When he starts fighting back. Oh, check this out. Thing's hilarious. Or maybe running vault, then jump mid vault. Okay, that's one. Vault into heavy? No. Vault into grab? No. How the hell he did the backflip, man? Maybe running. No. That's new. Hold on. If I let go, if you keep holding forward with the stab, it does a follow-up attack. chapter 9. I mean chapter 10. Trying to figure out is I got this in Hernand. The Smith? The Smith guy? I got it from Hernand. This guy. Got it from him. It's fairly cheap. Wait, hold on, hold up. Okay, so if you're talking about the gear that comes with it, I think I already have it equipped. Or maybe not. Hmm. Oh, you guys want to see something cool? Watch this. Oh no, never mind. It's Anka that does it. Boo. You're new to the game, I want to know. By the way, HBK, thank you for coming in. RKO. Oh yeah, that's a cool thing. I'd say increase your armed combat. This is your main bread and butter for damage right here. That should be the first thing. Then after that, you're gonna be learning the other skills through witnessing. And then I would try to get to keen sense. Oh, I have everything upgraded, bro. I don't have a build. Everything's upgraded. Well, this right here. Armed combat is what you need. Oh my god, damn, how did you go so fast? Oh, I just played the game a lot. Hmm. Do they throw into L3? What's L3? You know what? Let me see something real quick. Hmm. I just have some question. I work better at talking. Sure. Do I get all this point from story or from side quest? Both. L3 is winch? Hmm. Okay. I haven't done it yet. I honestly don't even know how to do it. Gotta hold it. I will give if you let me join a live quick so I can ask you questions instead of typing them. Are you experiencing any game crashes? I've had two in the last few hours. The game can get, let's just say, just hold on a second. Hold on a second, man. Right now, it's running game. The game is running slow. That usually can happen after a long playthrough on PC. And my fix for it is just restarting. Like right now, it's just running like shite. So I'm gonna have to restart the game. By the way, bro, I would love to help you, man. It's just that I have to really take care of my life because anything that you say can be held against me. Not held against me, but more of like, let's just say, if you say something foul, I'll get penalized, and I do have to protect that. So I can't do panels, man. I'm sorry. I mean, I can help you through text. I mean, like if you ask me the question, and I'll just let you know, kind of thing. But let's just say if we do panels, like where I put giving, bring you in, I'm sorry, I have to protect the channel. I'm reloading the game right now. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I mean, I would love to give, but man, I just can't. I can't. Can we join a party later? What do you mean? My bad tech is crazy. But I want to know how he does the backflip though. Like a game chat, like a PC party, PS party, Xbox party, or Discord party. Um, you just got the game. What is it that you? What kind of questions do you want to go over? That's I need to have an idea. What is it that you want out of it? Got the games because of these lives were worth it. Hey man, I'm glad I'm able to spread the word, the good word, you know. So if you're able to actually find something out of it, so basically what I should do for armor weapons before I progress. Okay, see, just give me the talking point, and with that, which is content, I'll give you an explanation of what I would recommend. So, now, which is fine. Just give me the talk point. I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to be able to answer those questions. What do I need and what do I need to know about pickup and what not to pick up? Okay. There is so much to pick up in the game, and everything can be useful. Let's just say you have a field like let's just say the battlefield. After you clear out a bunch like a camp, there's a bunch of enemies laying on the ground, and you can loot them all if you want. And they're gonna have a lot of weapons, probably gear that you can probably either sell. There are two things you can do with that. You could either sell for money, or you can fuse together to make a better version, which is part of refinement. So if there are 17 spears in the battlefield, you can very much sell each spear for, let's just say, 2 to 3 silver, depending on the cost. Or in the refinement, when you combine two spears of the same level, it turns into the higher one. So it'll take like, let's just say if you have four, you'll combine two and two. Now you have two level twos, and then those two level twos turn into one level three. And that's one way of refining weapons to creating a stronger one. So let's just say that's depending on what you want to focus on. If you want to sell, you hoard them all. You can also hoard them all for refinement. That's when it comes into weapons. And it comes when it comes into gear, works the same way. Any gear piece that you can wear, you can refine it into a better one if you stack up a lot of the same ones. Now, when it comes down to, let's just say, food, stack up all you can. Okay, where can I find like cool looking gear, not just normal gear? So when it comes into cool looking gear, you're not gonna find that quite early on. The only way you can find things that are quite unique, it's by exploration. Rosa, how you doing, girl? By the way, Quay, thank you so much for the rose. And Rosa, thank you for the harmony. Welcome in. So the cool looking gear, you're not gonna see that quite early on. My biggest suggestion would be just do the quest, do the side quests. Some side quests give you armor. Exploration gives you armor. Let's just say if you see like a small little cave on a cliff or whatever, go in there. There's probably going to be either an abyss gear, which is like a gem that you can slide into your gear, or I'm only in chapter 2. Yeah, you're not going to find any cool things just yet. Sure, there are going to be some YouTube videos that will tell you, hey, let's go to Narnia over here and like get this one cool piece and then this one other cool piece to get like a full armor set or whatever. And there's probably not even you're not going to be able to get a full armor set from the first area that you're exploring. It's probably going to be a combination of different areas that you're exploring throughout the whole game. So I would say at the moment, don't focus on getting cool gear. Focus on exploring, and the benefactor of exploration is acquiring those cool little pieces that you're like, oh, this one would look good with this. It's essentially you will be creating your own fashion. A lot of stuff of oil and stuff like that to upgrade my weapons. Do I want to save it or upgrade? Oil and stuff like that to upgrade my weapons. Do I want to save it or upgrade them? So you talk about the materials to upgrade your weapons. Yes, hold on to it. Now the game has given you 240. Yes, hold on to it. Yes. So let's just say you find a unique piece. That unique piece, you're not gonna find it anywhere else. You're not gonna find a hundred of the same glove that are unique. Let's just the ones that you find that you can utilize for refinement, those are dropped by enemies, for regular enemies in the world. King, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. How do you know if it's unique? You found it in a chest. For the most part, things that are dropped by enemies are not found in chest. So things that are rewarded through quest and found in chest are unique. You're not gonna find any more of those. And the only way you're gonna be able to refine those is with the materials that you find in the world or mine. So for example, the ore, the different type of ores, the hide as well, the leather stuff require hide that can be dropped by enemies or by hunting animals. When I move to the east zone, my guy is struggling. I have decent upgrades. That zone that starts with D, Demenia, the Deminis or something like that. Deminis. Okay. Now I don't want to make assumptions, but there are two possibilities. Either you're still actually under geared, or you need to get better at combat. Right now, you're probably encountering a lot of enemies with shields. So my best advice would be to start vaulting. Invest in this ability. I'll let you know in just a moment. Vaulting will help you a lot. Vaulting gets you behind them. When you're behind them, they don't have their shield up, and you're able to dish out a lot more damage. That is my biggest advice when it comes down to encountering harder enemies to kill is to get behind them because they won't have their guard up. Even if they don't have a shield, they can still guard with their sword. But when you vault, they're not guarding, and that's just straight damage to them. Just a moment here. So okay, so don't go upgrade my random weapons in random gear? I mean, that's depending, man. I mean, I'd say if you find something that drop like, oh, it looks nice, you upgrade it. You know, it doesn't have to be unique. It's all about what you want to role play. So you got to think about. It's like, okay, is this sword? Am I ever gonna wear this sword? No. If I see a bunch of enemies dropping it, just sell that. Me personally, I like to hoard unique swords and gear pieces so that later on I have the freedom to be like, you know what, let me switch it up with this. Let me upgrade this. Let me upgrade that. And that's more for like the late game kind of thing. Whenever you want to go ahead and like switch out your fashion. Because for the most part, throughout the main part of the story, as you're progressing, you're gonna find that one gear piece, or let's just say gear set, that you want to be like, okay, you know what? I want to look like this for the rest of the game. This looks cool. Looks tight. Let me go ahead and get all the materials for it and refine it. And I'm going to stick with that throughout the rest of the game. You don't really have to switch at all. Because for the most part, a lot of the gear, whether it's picked up or unique, they provide the same amount of defense at, at every level of upgrades, unless we're comparing plate and leather. Leather's going to always have less defense than the plate ones, but at least the leather ones will come with inert lightning resistance. I think you get level 1 lightning resistance with each gear piece. Should I wait to upgrade? Nah, I would say wait, just upgrade what you think is cool at the time. And for the most part, actually, now that I think about it, the first 3 to 4 levels of upgrades, you're gonna find stuff in the world that are or either you're gonna find or there are going to be quest rewards of gear pieces with like level 3, level 4 refinement, and even higher. So you may have like a level 3 whatever sword, and then like a quest will give you a level 6 sword. You're like, you know what? Instead of trying to upgrade the one that I currently have, just go ahead and swap it, and you'll be fine. So you can choose to really upgrade it, and it may suck to find that, oh, look, I just found a better weapon. I just wasted all these materials on this one. So you may feel like that, but I don't. That's why I was like, you know what? Just find what you think looks cool and upgrade it, so you don't feel bad after finding something that's stronger, because then you'll be like, dude, I just upgraded this shit just for the damage. You know, think about damage and looks. If you're only in chapter 2, I would wait to explore and progress, because if you upgrade a weapon a lot and use artifacts, you can't get them back. Yeah, for the most part, true. There's some stuff that you don't get. Actually, you don't even get it back. You can sell it, but you don't get it back. And there's some unique stuff that are quite hard to get at the early chapters. So I would say, worried about upgrades, I would say maybe chapter 5. That's when you need to start looking into like, okay, now I have a more an idea what I want to how I want to look like, and what type of weapons do I want to use and such. Yeah, you can find buy iron, copper, cloth, blah blah blah, what and whatnot. Asa wouldn't use artifacts till for sure. Yeah, so the artifacts will, I believe, that's like level 4 and above of refinement. Don't be using artifacts early on. I'd say wait until like maybe chapter 5 before you decide, because by chapter 5 you probably acquire enough artifacts to invest in your skill tree, because artifacts are required as well to upgrade your weapons. And the same artifacts that are used to upgrade your weapons are the ones that are used for your skills. By the way, y'all, thank you so much for liking the live. So don't go to the shop and just upgrade random weapons or like, yeah, don't do anything random. Not as of now. I don't think you're going to encounter any immediate threat as of yet, especially in chapter 2. I would say chapter 5 and on. And I think at chapter 5 you fight that monkey, that big dude, right? Big dude. Forgot the name of that guy. Oh, dude probably's not even here anymore. Anyways, I want to get that uppercut. How do you uppercut? I mean, not uppercut, but that backflip. Aim with your bow and hold triangle. What? For real? The backflip is a bow thing? So bow has its own. Keep aiming with bow. It's a run attack. So you have to be in motion, pull out your bow. So as you're running, you pull out the bow. But what if like I want to be unarmed? Roam around, pull out the bow. Interesting. You can't combo into anything though. You can do it standing? Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, doesn't seem like it. What if you backflip, force push, and drop kick down? You know what would be hilarious in co-op? Hold on. Yeah. Oh, not that way. Don't let go to and hold turn. That's what I did. Ah, okay. I see. Interesting. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that what's her face probably also has a move for her range weapon? Question mark. interesting. Okay. So I can't go into light attacks, but I can do into L3. Here's what I've noticed too. If I keep holding the stab forward, it also has a move. Wait a minute. What if I... focus while they're in the air? That's a good question. But I have noticed that after 2 attacks, this is one of the things I really like about this is that, hold on, like, wait, it doesn't consider as a heavy? Okay, it does now. I don't know how to use the winch skill, man. Like, for example, I don't know how to use it. I know I'm supposed to, let's just say, hold and release the L to pull an enemy in and slam them to the ground with the power of the action force. Yep. But that's, if I'm aiming right, you know? Just like a tech. I see. It's kind of wonky to do it. Because I lock on afterwards. Let me see how fast I can get it after a throw. I think if I separate, I think on mouse or keyboard is a lot easier because I'm pretty sure I should be able to separate the crouch from the winch. So whenever I press the button, the winch will come out instead of a crouch. If that makes sense. Gotta hold it right when you press the button. Hold what? The winch? Wait, can I? Maybe I can't do. Oh no, I forgot. So you can't winch him. It has to be an enemy. Let's go find an enemy. Oh no, that's not an enemy, but you know. Oh, I thought these were... where can I go there? There are some. Ah, never mind. I think there's some over here. Dude, where are the enemies at? I think these are it, right? Oh, there they are. Okay. They need to update the training doll?
I'm going to enjoy hurting you. What do you call that?
Oh, I didn't upgrade my health. Because I was doing it for the training thing. Oh, there it is. Aha.
All or nothing.
Alright, I'm gonna have to smoke every single one. And just leave one.
Playtime's over.
Okay. Boss fight. Cool. Yep. Okay, I think we're done with Cliff. With Oh, also I got my bear. They might keep it on? What do you mean? What the hell just happened? Did my bear just screamed? I think my bear just screamed. He just roared. Go on, bear, get him. Get him.
I needed a good sweat. This is your end, Remain.
Okay, I need one more.
You should have run
There we go. Quest.
Fleeing coward! Prepare to die!
Omaiwa. Chineru. Where did I get the armor? I got it from the smithy. What's it called? Yeah, this guy. He sold it. I think you gotta get, well, either him or the contribution shop. One of the two. I can't remember now. One of the two. But yeah, this one's been for the most part just a chill life. I'm just trying to think about it. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just went on the Propal app and just play. Honestly. But I wanted to do a live like this and just test stuff out. Anyways, tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break, and I'll be back at 7. If you guys want to watch me on the Propol app, I'll be there. Also here. So yeah. Yeah, follow me there as well. I'll be live and stuff. All right, I'll catch y'all. Yeah, no worries, bro. Glad to help. Glad to entertain. If anything. So later.